Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I'm your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got a fun one for you. But first, if you've been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here in the Jets Ward. It's a fun place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. Now, guys, it's been a little while, but we are going to be continuing our series of the top 50 NFL draft prospects, in my opinion. Last episode, episode 2, if you haven't checked it out, the previous 2 episodes are on my channel, so check those out. A little bit of awareness. Dante Moore did go back to college, so some things do change, but I'm going to continue off where I left off. We got all the way up to number 21, and in today's episode, in episode 3, we're going to be going through 21 through 30 of my top 50 rankings. All right, all the way up till 50. But today, just episode 3, we're going to do the next 10. And to start is one of my favorite players in this draft. Somebody I've mocked to the New York Jets in the first round multiple times. I've talked about him being my favorite pure defensive tackle in this NFL draft. And without further ado, number 21 on my list is Caden McDonald, defensive tackle from Ohio State, hulking monster of a man, nose tackle at Ohio State, somebody who I think can come in and be our defensive tackle number 1. And we have some decent players here. Jawan Briggs showed out last year as a defensive tackle. Harrison Phillips is a vet who's still playing at a high level. But Caden McDonald just brings that run stuffing ability that the Jets defensive line really lacked last year. And somebody who I have not mocked, but like my progression of what he could be is a Vince Wilfork type of player. A guy who's just dominant on the defensive line for years and years. One of the best defensive tackles in the league. Somebody I think could be a future top 5 defensive tackle in the league. Just as a run stuffer alone. In the pass rushing ability, not the strength of him, but he clogs up holes. He does not get moved off the ball. He's super strong, hunkers down, and is just an immovable object out there. Guy's a monster, somebody who I really think could be great in the green and white if drafted. We need a defensive tackle. It's not our biggest need, but something I think we could fill really quickly. He's my 21 ranked player in this draft. So going into number 22, I have Jermod McCoy. Injuries really set this kid back, but honestly could be one of the better cornerbacks in the whole entire draft, if not the best cornerback. He is a lockdown cover guy, can play zone, can play man, can do it all, is very strong, does not get beat very much by any receiver, can be a legit lockdown guy. You put him out there on an island and he will shut receivers down. Somebody I think is not afraid to tackle either, is physical, and just a nasty mentality as a cornerback, and will hit you, will pop you, and be able to run down any receiver. Very fluid hips. Like I said, injuries. He dealt with many injuries, but I think he's still the best or one of the best cornerbacks in this draft class. I have him ranked at number 22. Now going into 23, I've got Spencer Fanu. He is my second best offensive tackle in this draft. Even though he dealt with an injury as well, I think he's the best run blocking tackle and getting better at the pass blocking. Taisi Fuanga from a year ago or the year before was somebody I think he can be just like. Mauler in the run game, physical guy coming out of Utah, one of the best offensive lines they had, and he was the best offensive lineman on that team. But Spencer Fanu is just a dominant figure, very strong, can get better in the pass game, but a dominant run blocker. So he's my 23rd ranked guy. At 24, I have his teammate, Caleb Lemieux. Another guy, better in the pass game, but still dominant in the run game as well. That Utah offensive line, especially their 2 bookend tackles, was elite. And both of these guys I see going in the first round. Honestly, if it wasn't for Maui Noah, these guys would be fighting for being the best tackle in this draft. So these guys could go hand in hand. They are both dominant players. I have Lemieux just under Fanu just for the physicality part of it. But overall, I think both guys are dominant linemen. Caleb Lemieux, my 24th ranked player in this draft. Number 25, I got Casey Concepcion. Young wide receiver, very speedy, typical slot receiver, not the biggest guy coming out of Texas A&M, but a guy who gets the ball in his hands and is so tough to bring down just based on his speed. Very crisp route runner, dominant speed. I think he could be very solid as a punt returner, kick returner option as well. But just a guy who can run every route, will beat you with his speed, not your outside guy, but in the slot, he is deadly and catches everything thrown his way. I think dominant player, not talked about enough in my opinion, but somebody who I think is going to go very, very high in this draft and somebody I think could be very good in this league coming about, especially in the right offense. You put him in with the Rams, somebody like that, I think could be dominant. Somebody with the Niners, he could be a leading receiver in the league if he was with the Niners. I really think he's got that much talent. Such a great young kid as well. Great receiver. Number 25, Casey Concepcion. Number 26, I have Monso Delane. Another guy, injuries, but somebody who LSU really, really liked this kid. He's a solid guy when on the field. I just think injuries, just like McCoy, are a very big concern. I can see him fitting really well in Dallas, where they got rid of Cook. Now they need another cornerback there. Delane seems like a perfect fit in Dallas, and somebody who I think is a solid man coverage guy, better in zone in my opinion, and somebody who's just got really good foundation and fundamentals, somebody who can be a very dominant cornerback in this league. Number 27, I got Anthony Hill Jr., great sideline to sideline linebacker, fantastic speed and mix of thump ability coming downhill and tackling as well. I really like his ability. He can go in the late first round, but I project him going early second. Maybe if the Jets don't go Arvell Reese or get Sonny Styles or someone like that, or CJ Allen, Anthony Hill could be right there for them. But a guy whose sideline to sideline speed is great. His tracking down ability of guys running down running backs or receivers, fantastic as well. Coverage ability, solid. Very good tackler as well. And somebody who, smaller size, but plays much bigger and much stronger, could use more pounds on him, but somebody who very high IQ, very good instincts as a linebacker, somebody who I would love on the Jets, but somebody I love in this draft just in general. Physical guy, could definitely see him on Cincinnati. I think he'd be perfect there as well, mixing with Demetrius Knight. I think that could be a dynamic linebacker room, but somebody I think could go anywhere and be very successful in this league. And I have him as ranked number 27. Going into my next guy, I got Avion Terrell, another cornerback, just a gritty guy. I haven't projected for me going to the Niners. I think they need another cornerback, and he just fits that defensive style over there. Or I could definitely see him now going and following Robert Saleh to the Tennessee Titans. They need some cornerback help, some defensive back help, and he fits that Saleh style, that zone type of cornerback, very physical, not afraid to tackle, will get in your face, talk trash. Just somebody who I really, really like, a physical kid too, and somebody who I think could be very good in a zone-based style of defense. Now, continuing on, getting into number 29, I got Dylan Thieneman, my second favorite safety in this draft. Physical kid, can cover, can come down and hit you, and can play a box safety role, can play free safety, strong safety, box safety, can do anything. Solid tackler, sometimes plays over aggressive, but somebody who I think is much better than a lot of people are thinking. And I think somebody who is just very high IQ type of player, very athletic type of player as well. and just a dominant safety that I think will be fantastic for years. Reminds me a lot of like a Jim Leonard type of player. Not the biggest size, but physical guy, not afraid to lay his body out on the line for his team. That's who I think Dillon Thieneman is, and I think somebody who would be fantastic, future captain of the defensive backs room, future captain on a team, leader of men. I think perfect for any system he goes in. And my last guy that I'm going to be talking about today, I got Brandon Cisse, a cornerback from South Carolina. Just a freak athlete, elite speed, solid in the zone, can get better at man coverage. Not the biggest guy, but not afraid to lay his body out there from tackling. Can get very physical in the run game. Doesn't miss tons of tackles, but sometimes plays over aggressive where he can miss a couple. But a guy who's skyrocketing up boards based on his physical ability. I think somebody who's going to be very good on another team. Somebody, again, I think could fit a Robert Saleh type of defense. Could go to the Atlanta Falcons and play very well, be a perfect fit in that defensive backs room. Detroit, I think, would like a player like this. But a guy who I think could skyrocket up boards, somebody who I think is just athletic abilities off the charts. Some things he needs to work on, technicalities, fundamentals, can get out of whack every now and again, but he has the speed to make up going against any quick receiver. Just not as fluid hips, but somebody who could get better at it and get better fundamentals. So I have him as my number 30 ranked player on this list. But that's where I'm going to call it right here today. In our next couple of episodes, we'll go over numbers 31 to 40 and then 41 to 50. So we got 2 more episodes after this. Let me know how you think I did. Are there any players that you have lower on your boards or people that I haven't mentioned yet that you would have up on this spot? And if you haven't checked out the other episodes, make sure you do. It really helps out the channel. I really love making these videos for you guys. You guys have been doing awesome at supporting the channel. The subscriber count has been going up every single day, and I appreciate you all. It really helps me out. I'm coming up on 1 year anniversary of the channel, which is insanity. It's just crazy how quick everything's been going and how big this channel is getting. And it's all thanks to you guys. I really couldn't have done it without your support and support of all the people in the community. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell for any notifications of when I post more videos, just so you stay up to date with what's going on in the Jets board. And again, make sure you follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok as well. I try to post all my videos and shorts there as well. And again, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.